Stretch your legs, get your caffeine ready, because you're about to buckle up for about another hour's worth of the DawnSetter Guild. And I'm looking at the clock for some reason. Hi, guys. You're right there. You're not up here. Good to see you again. Welcome back to YouTube. Welcome back to the DawnSetter Guild. And if you have joined us before, then you know the people around my table. If you haven't, you're about to get to know them. We are stuck in the middle of a pirate raid on an Imperial battle cruiser. And if that sounds enticing enough, we've got episodes before it that you should go check out if you want to get caught up to this position. But currently, you're looking at a bunch of level 1s who just broke out of a brig thanks to themselves. They pulled it off. Let's give credit where credit's due. However, a pirate raid definitely helped. And now they're running around with Biggs and Wedge. And if you get the reference, go pat yourself on the back or get a gold star from me. Yeah, you do.
Oh, of course. Immediately. I kept it to myself. I wasn't trying to make a fuss.
Oh, they're from Final Fantasy 14, Final Fantasy 10, Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 6, Final Fantasy 9, I think Final Fantasy 3, or Star Wars. Take your pick.
I was going to say, or Star Wars. That was the...
I decided to keep the legacy going thanks to every Final Fantasy iteration
stars
that
upon
exists.
bars. Us non-star belly sneeches.
That wasn't... Chance he doesn't make exclusive references. He makes inclusive references. Yeah. That's why he told you.
That's precisely why. But more importantly, you guys have a ballista staring right at you off the deck of a black and dark maroon ship. I know I said red last time. It's a dark maroon. It's dark outside.
Everybody get down!
Everyone throw an acrobatics check to hit the goddamn deck.
This scares me.
I do well on these acrobatics and athletics these days.
Why would you say that into the universe?
Oh, sorry. I'm saying it because I have characters that aren't, so it's
let's
nice.
See if the dice appreciates your praise or the universe laughs. One of the two.
How about a 6?
Oh, well, I got a nat 20.
Oh, my word. For what? Scolding me?
Wait, what is it? A deck save?
Deck save. Acrobatics. It's an acrobatics check.
I think this dice like me.
A 10 for me.
Oh, how lovely.
Could be worse.
Could be raining.
It could be worse.
It's like you guys spent a lot of time together.
At least a little.
What did you roll?
17 plus 5.
Goodness.
Is this a game for you even?
I'm very lucky.
What is this? Easy mode? What's going on here? Level 1 or 100? Yeah.
Halfling mode.
Yeah, for real.
Halfling mode activated.
Bomb blasts right over the top of me.
Trinda, what'd you get?
17 plus 5.
Sarah's. Wait, 17 plus 5? You got a 22?
Is that the math?
I think so.
Yes.
She's like, I don't know. You tell me.
It is definitely enough, is the answer.
Wonderful.
10.
6.
Oh.
20.
I love that the
nat
dude
20.
who saw it is like, everybody get down!
I mean, I was so shook.
It was too
Moira,
busy.
who do you want to save?
Of these two?
Yeah.
Who am I by?
You're over by the bed, so I give you guys to paint a picture for you. It will be a little bit of a top down, not necessarily from the door or from the glass. Top down. If you entered from, we'll say, the bottom, right? If you're looking at it from top down, you enter from the bottom. That was the hallway. The back is the glass itself. To the right is a library wall. To the left is an inventory wall. In the middle was a lot of velvet couches that were kind of astrew around a large table. Around that table had all the maps, all these papers on it. On the glass was all these papers on it. There was a desk in the back by the window, which is oh my gosh, Kaz. Kaz is, I kept trying to call him Xeris. That's you.
That's me.
Xeris is by the maps in the center. Kaz is by the desk.
We're gonna go with the center maps.
Congrats.
So just run over and tackle him.
The second Kaz's words leave his mouth, Moira just whips around and just bolts. You bolt and you tackle Xeris, knocking him prone. Xeris, go take 1d4 damage.
You may knock me out. You may knock me out right now.
Better than a ballista to the face.
That's true. Just 2.
That'll work.
You wanted to get knocked out.
I'm not doing good.
He also did the worst in last episode.
Okay, we don't gotta bring that up.
If we're going to the board, let's check the score.
Okay.
I didn't think about that one.
It's all good.
It's fine.
Sorry.
That was a fine roll.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
My bad.
It's okay.
So you hit him to
You're
the
right.
dirt.
Shoulder.
Trinda, who was talking to Xeris at the time, sees you hit it and gets down and ducks it immediately. Kaz, you watch the trigger get pulled.
Man, around these parts. Just kidding. What do I got to deal with?
You see the trigger get pulled, and you watch. You can see it as if it's in slow motion. The ballista bolt coming at you with chains spiraling behind it.
Holy moly!
It's coming searing right at you. And you attempt to dodge it the best you can after you yell, and you just like hove off to the side as it comes breaking through the wall, clips you by the arm. You get spun and hit the dirt. This thing goes jettisoning through the back, and Beggs catches it
What?
This guy's insane.
and slams it down into the ground.
Nice.
Is he a orc? I forget.
He's actually not. He's an
just
indiscriminate-looking humanoid.
Cool.
He has kind of bluish skin. He doesn't have the orc features. Doesn't have really human features because he's way too big.
Is this dude
All I see is Drax.
Kind of, but like fatter.
Good one.
Like give him Drax, but like give him a big gut.
You gotta have a big gut.
He's not ripped. He's not shredded and big.
Oh,
He's
okay.
just kind of
just like the
glotty and hard,
huge,
big.
like the big deal
Comparison.
weightlifters where it is. Yeah, it's your
big
gut
barrel
is
chest, big
yeah.
gut. Like this dude, he's not carrying a 6-pack. He's carrying a keg. Like
Okay.
it's that kind of guy.
Okay.
But he's still got a little more weight on him, right? And like he slogs grog way too much. So he's
I
got
hide
that kind
behind
of like
his one calf.
yeah, precisely.
His one calf. What happened to the other
And
one?
Wedge
We don't know.
runs over to him and locks it down into place. And you hear yelling from the boat as they crank it. They crank it back, and it locks the ship into place. And so now the ship that's getting pulled on it whips and teeters around and starts getting tugged.
Us. We start
The
getting
other one's
tugged.
getting
Yes.
the pirate ship is being
Pirate ship. The pirate ship, you also, in comparison, is not as big as this ship.
Yeah.
So this was a very poignant strike. This was we're doing something for a reason. And you can assume the way they're fighting this thing is not, and what they've mentioned, like we're looking for a thing, that we're looking for a box, we're looking for this weird key. This is not meant to sink this ship. This is meant to get in, get out.
As a homegirl has tackled me to the floor and is
How much damage do I take?
oh yeah, good point.
Sorry, teacher.
I'm glad you
Didn't we
brought
have
that up.
homework?
Do you still have an arm?
You wanted to die? I was trying to make you not die, but that's
Roll
I'm just kidding.
1d8.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man, I was trying to be responsible.
No,
I mean,
I
This is
know.
on camera.
I mean,
They'll know if I cheated this game.
Your mom will be proud of you.
Okay.
Two.
Oh.
Wait, that was a 2? Sick.
It looked like a 6.
I know, yeah. I
actually.
was like,
Well
oh,
done,
For the
Milord.
audience at home, let's do a health check around the table. This is for me, not for you guys. You guys probably have a visual representation. How much health you got?
everything.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
She's a healthy lass.
Perfectly fine.
Like current, or was it the last thing we rolled, or what? Oh
Basically,
yeah, no, just
yeah, you
my
haven't been
health.
hit.
I haven't had anything happen.
3,
My man.
Out of
9.
nice.
Cass.
10 out of 12.
Okay.
13 out of 14.
Great.
I
9 out of 9.
Biggs is a lot out of a lot.
Yeah.
And the wedge is a some out of a few.
Very
So-
nice, very nice.
But he locks and cranks it into place, and they continue to scavenge around as the pirates on the other ship that are still there. You see some pirates land on the chain, and they start running across back to the ship.
Nice.
Dope.
So this was
Yep.
whatever was happening. They expected whatever they were looking for to be in this quarter.
So as she is laying on top of me after tackling me, I'm just going to kind of whisper and say like, are you going to tell them you have the box?
I don't know if I should.
Zaris, as you look up, there is a compartment underneath the table.
Yes. Good.
Nice.
What a reveal.
Poke.
As you poke, as you poke it, you can see 2 wooden doors, right?
Uh-huh.
You can see 2 wooden doors, and you poke it, and they give a little bit, but you can tell they're not. There's a mechanism somewhere
Okay.
to open these up, or you just crank.
Yeah. Can I do a quick investigation to see
Hit it.
if
Yep.
I can like trace the
Absolutely.
mechanism?
The resolute desk.
You're going back in jail.
Turns out
3.
a 3.
Yeah. So I'm like, I think
Maybe
there's
it would help if I get off you.
something
Hold on.
under the desk compartment.
Roll over.
What's your name? Biggs, Littles, Wedge? Right, Wedge. Under here.
As you say, Biggs Littles, you see someone try to hunt, like Biggs hovels over and tries to like hunch underneath, but can't.
No, Wedge. There's a
And
compartment.
he kind of slithers in like, what?
He wedges himself
hang on.
in.
Let's see how he does. Ah, good eye, good eye. He starts trying to point it out. Huh? He's also like he's redlining so hard, like the dude is sketching out so hard. He's trying to solve this, but he can't figure it out. I don't know. It has to be something. I'm gonna break it. Biggs, give me the wrench. Biggs reaches into his pants and pulls out a wrench and drops it on the ground. Okay.
Good old-fashioned pants wrench.
Yep.
He busts the doors and he busts these little compartment doors, and they break, and there's a not a skeletal cross, but the end of a skeleton key with it comes outward and then forks in 2 different directions. It's got 4 stems, and they all fork to become 8 different tumblers. But it's a part of it. We got it. Biggs, let's get out of here. He slides out, stuffs it into his pouch, slams it down, and then hops up onto the chain and just starts running down the way.
Biggs does or Wedge?
Wedge.
Dang it.
Biggs is hanging
The
on
verbal one left.
Biggs is hanging on to the winch. Or to the ballista, the bolt, to make sure it stays in place while Wedge runs out.
Oh, he's the only thing anchoring it to this shit? Lest we forget.
Well, he slammed it in, so it's kind of there, but he's making sure Wedge gets across.
This is our chance. It's now we stay on this ship.
Oh, let's go.
I'm not staying on this ship. Yeah.
Wow. No, thank you.
Where are we going?
Come on, Swabby. Let's go.
Are we going on the pirate ship?
Yes,
Yes,
anywhere
we
but
are.
here.
But can't we just go and get ourselves one of the boats from this ship? Hop on, hop off?
We changed course halfway through. We're in the middle of open water. I have no idea where we are anymore. They went off the trade route. We just gotta leave.
Okay, and then we can use that little black box to negotiate safety with the pirates?
We'll figure out what it does.
Good thing the nonverbal one's here. Let's go.
So Wedge is almost to the other side, almost to the other ship at this point, and he slings out, and now you have an open. You can feel the rushing of the ocean air, and that big thick fog that was there earlier when you looked off the seaside is surrounding the ship, as if almost it was brought in.
Let's go.
As if it was. Incredible.
So we're going to run across that.
Yep.
I assume we have to roll for that.
You sure do.
I knew it.
You clamber onto the ship's, the massive chains. They're huge. They're probably about the size of they're probably about 2 feet around, or I'm sorry, 2 feet in diameter. They're gigantic.
Yeah.
Everyone roll
Game time.
an athletics check with a
Yes.
dex save.
Wait, so which one
Gotta be
first?
both?
Athletics first.
Okay.
Yeah, you're running on chains.
No, that makes sense. I've never done the roll like this before.
Oh, man. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's up.
Nat 20
Oh,
over
of,
here.
of course. All right, on your first check, don't worry about the other one since you aced it.
You said it was an acrobatics or athletics?
Athletics.
Okay. 17 on that for me.
23.
And now a dex save.
16.
So I got a 7 on the first one and a 12 on the second one.
Great.
You're not going to believe this.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I got a 1.
Oh,
And a 20.
Yes.
On the save?
Yes.
On the first one, the
So yeah, athletics check was a 1.
athletics check was 1,
But a deck save.
and the dex save was a 20.
Folks, over at Rixie Dice, we do the highest, we do the lowest, we do the best rolls you ever seen.
Okay.
One turn to the next, you're never gonna know.
All right, so you sucked the athletics roll.
No, I didn't. I was
one?
great both times.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
My bad. Ill-placed.
Listen,
pen
one
point.
time I do something right.
You don't even give it to him. You assume it was me the whole time.
I mean, it's fair.
You're the problem,
My
child.
track record
So it was you
does.
two.
Yeah.
We both took damage.
So you
I
two
guess.
spring into action really
I had
quickly
3 hit points.
because Zaris was already pretty much gonna go there regardless.
Yeah, I was. If you guys were ready to do it, I'd join you, and if not, I was gone.
That's where he was headed. And
If you were dumb enough to stay.
He
and after a little bit of convincing, Trinda's like, all right, and just
Alright, let's go.
hops onto the
Naruto.
chains and just starts hustling right across right after Wedge. Even though Wedge is pretty much on the ship at this point. And you have about 50 yards, you have about 25 yards of chain to cover. In case you're in Imperial, it's 75 feet. So you got that much to cover, and Trin is just hustling right across, and the chains are wet, which doesn't help this at all. So Zara's hot. You climb your way on. You start moving the best you can, trying to find your footing, finding your pace. You kind of find it. It's really even. It's really nice, and you're kind of making your way. You're making your way across. You're making your way over, and you're about halfway across when Kaz finally stammers up, and Moira runs over to help him up to get up.
Oh, that's nice.
Thank you.
Kaz, you get on and you start slipping and kind of moving, and like this is the weirdest thing you've ever done. And she's kind of guiding you. She's doing her best to help you find your footing up until the edge of the glass. And as you keep moving, she gets up and then starts running behind you, and your foot slips, and she grabs you and pulls you onto the chain as she falls off.
Oh no!
I'm in the water.
As she falls off, but then grabs the bottom of the chain with her hand.
Right.
And is dangling on the bottom.
Classic 120 split. Classic 120 maneuver.
So
Classic crit.
keeping you in your footing there, but now she's hanging underneath, and now you're gonna have to roll an athletics check to climb your way along the bottom.
Wait, can't I just try and help her up?
Sure.
You're on slippery, wet chains.
We're all on slippery wet chains.
Listen, I think that this is going to get, like, towed in at some point, so maybe you just need to hang on for that ride.
When it gets unhooked and goes...
Gets unhooked? What do you mean?
I got a 6.
Anchor.
Yeah, it gets pulled back to the
crawl?
ship.
Yeah,
6
and then-
It's not
athletics
like a
check.
tape measure that's going to go...
Okay.
You said athletics, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. 6.
Sludge through.
Do you want to try to help her up?
It's a plan.
Wait, what was the roll?
So she called an athletics check to try and move. If you want to try to grab her and help her up, now it's up to you. If you want to roll that or let it resolve.
Oh man, we're gonna just
No,
around
we're
this
gonna be
chain.
great. What do I gotta add? Athletics?
Yes.
We're doing it. 14.
Okay, good.
Love it. So after grabbing, after you've centered himself and you grab on, he reaches down to grab you as your hands are slipping on the wet chains. So Kaz, you've got a hold of her wrist.
don't let go.
Don't let go. We would say it at the same time.
And that's when you hear a voice over your head.
Oh gosh.
Who let you out exactly? And right there, his glowing gold eyes, holding his rapier down, steaming in crimson blood,
On the pirate
is staring at you.
Captain.
And you didn't feel him land because he's a high elf.
Yeah, he's a Luterus. He's a high elf.
Do I hear him?
You are already running across.
Damn it.
But you know what? I will let you throw a perception check to see if you can hear it, because you have the rushing wind of the ocean. You've got the clattering of fights. You've got the cannon fire going off. Please. Where do you think?
You know it's bad when you're begging the dice.
Perception?
Yep.
Dirty 20.
Oh.
So you hear heels hit the ground, and they're heels you remember. It was the sound of his metal heels, and you went... Yep, it's like Akira sliding down the chains, like staff up and everything. And there he is, his hair whipping through the air, the blood-soaked rapier, blood-soaked at the bottom of his trench coat, and he's just standing over the top, staring down at Kaz and Moira, who are hanging off the chain, and Kaz ladled over the top.
I mean, if I stop and I turn and I'm that far away, I'm just going to try and do something that gives them a moment to
opening.
hopefully get away.
Okay.
It's redemption time, because I need something with the range. So Firebolt's got 120 feet.
Here we go.
This is going to happen.
Patwink.
Doesn't that thing have
This
an
is
area
gonna happen.
effect?
No,
No.
fireball.
Oh, good.
Fireball
I was
does.
like, oh, okay.
He's right over me. I have a vision.
Uh-huh.
He's right over me.
Rain fallen.
Can I Mortal Kombat roundhouse sweep kick, hopefully, even if it's not that good, enough to throw his footing off that when this fireball
also
hits,
holding
he'll be
on to me.
toast. But I'm on top of the chain, so I'll just go with my one leg. Just be like,
With that little of leverage that you have, unless you want to let go of Moira to get the leverage, it's going to be rolled with disadvantage.
I'm gonna kill
Do I at least
Moira.
have both hands on the chain now?
Yes, but he's still holding you. Like it's
I'm not letting go.
okay.
I'll roll with disadvantage.
Both of you roll it.
I'll roll with disadvantage just to freaking kick him in the shin.
Not very good at this spell.
Kicker.
It's okay because I'm gonna help you. Here we go.
How'd it go?
What do I gotta add to this? Do I add athletics? What do I add?
You're rolling. It says rolling to hit.
That's true.
Can I?
This
If
is-
he hits,
no.
do I get any
see.
advantage?
Okay, wait. Unarmed strike. I get a +3 on that for hitting.
Yeah, there you
okay,
go.
here we go.
Please
Fighter doing fighter things.
Please hit him.
14.
14. You throw your leg out and he just steps on your leg.
Damn it.
He steps on it and puts his sharp heel into your ankle. Roll 1d4 damage.
Man.
Did I get advantage?
What'd you
because
roll?
of that?
But he was so focused
but
on
can
what I was doing.
Can
What'd you roll?
I
Oh,
rolled
wait.
an,
Pause. Never mind. It wouldn't make a difference. Sorry. Okay.
I rolled an
suspense, and then it's gone.
8.
Yeah, sorry. I took 2 damage.
Okay. Because I'm feeling nice, throw it again. However,
Oh Lord.
you have to keep this roll.
Okay, yeah.
You don't get advantage.
Okay.
You get a second throw.
It's okay.
Okay. Could be
We're
a
going
one.
to be lit on fire.
I trust you. I trust you. I'm using you
This
again. I could put you in
party's
jail,
on
but I'm not doing
fire.
it. Okay. It's the exact same roll. So
The universe was like, okay.
This is how the story's supposed to go.
yeah.
Yep. You crank your staff out and let it fly. A rushing black wind and a strange amorphous shape of wisps shows up, and you see your firebolt hit it right in the back, like hit it, and it just goes. And as it reforms, there's a large standing man with a blue cloak or a blue coat and a high golden collar or a high gold stripped collar. He's got slicked black hair and he has jet blue eyes, and his entire jaw is masked shut.
So a new
fighter has entered the chat.
Fighter's entered.
Yeah.
It's got to be Duskthorn, I hope.
Holding down a cutlass to his side, and holding a rifle, and holding a revolving pistol on his left.
Where did he land?
He landed on the chains, and he's levitating above them.
Like, but
Between us and them?
Yeah, this whole scene is happening between you guys.
Yeah.
And he's going to go for Luteris. This is going to be awesome.
no, he's not. I think he's with Luteris.
Oh, it's a possibility.
Is he facing me?
Nope.
Or he's
Yeah, he's
facing?
facing Luteris.
Oh,
He's facing you guys.
oh,
Yeah.
okay,
He's
sick.
got blue eyes.
Yeah, they're
Luteris
irradiating
has
blue
gold
eyes.
eyes. They're probably not related.
that's
You
fair.
can tell a lot by the people,
That's
the
fair.
way their eyes glow.
That's think about
And
it.
from behind him, you go, "Your fight's with me."
Let's go.
The second he moves to move his revolver up to him, Luteris just ducks and whips around his rapier up to his chin. He's like, how about I take a little more off that face of yours, Duskthorn?
I knew it.
I'd like to see you give it a shot, you one-eared piece of trash.
And he rips his mask off and it evokes he's got massive fangs, and his mouth is teetered back incredibly far right now. Screaming out, it's a massive banshee cry. Anyone in its way, get ready to roll a con save.
Hey, you get the thing with con saves though.
Is that
I forget
counted?
what it
Doesn't
is.
count as an explosion?
I thought that was concussion.
But I thought it was
This
just.
is force damage. He's basically firing thunder wave out of his mouth.
Oh.
So does it count for
No.
her thing? Dang it! I tried.
I appreciate the try.
Yeah. I can't
Con save, is what you said?
do anything else. So
Oh, 12.
really giving
Jeez
level 1 energy
Louise.
around here.
You guys, I'm not
4.
like critting, but
4.
it's.
Four.
I'm not doing great.
What'd you do?
Huh? No, I got 12, but like, because my constitution save was high, but like, these single digit on my d20 is not going to cut it. Holy
Yeah, I
moly.
need to.
Yeah, this is raw thunder
You guys
damage.
really need to
I'm
step
scared.
it up.
These dice.
14.
14?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Not bad.
Yeah, 12 and 14.
Yeah, we're fine.
I
right?
hope.
Right?
You're fine. You're lower down on the thing, so you're not taking
You're
any
half
damage.
fine.
I'm half fine.
You're not fine.
Oh.
I just barely made it out of the house. I threw a polo stick on the ground. I'm going to die on the high seas. I'm going to die where there's no laws.
Daddy,
The adventure you always wanted.
save me.
I mean, maybe. I did have an idea for a different character this morning in the bathroom. So
The bathroom.
He's ready.
I thought of a different fun voice. So
Ready for a do-over. Kill him. Just kill Kaz.
no, don't kill him.
6 damage.
He's got places to
Okay.
go.
6 damage.
6 is the
Roll a dex save.
holy hell.
16.
Me? Oh my gosh.
Wait, he has to beat a 16?
No.
No,
He
I
failed
took
to save.
16.
16 damage.
He's dead?
No, he's into death saves. He's
I mean-
incapacitated.
Sure, but how is
Is
it?
he gonna
how
slip
many-
off the chains and fall into the water?
Yeah.
Find out.
Oh my gosh, can I grab him?
Yes.
How many below
So she's
zero do you,
You know,
have to
like-
get to be just dead on a?
If you take another hit, then technically your death saves are null and void, and you are considered dead or completely KO'd, depending on how
One
this-
hit?
That's all it's going to take. That's however, you're currently in death throes. With death throes means you're going to roll a d20.
yes, no,
10 over 10.
uh-huh.
You can still be someone can still medical do the same thing that we talked about before. However, for my campaigns, if you want to try to run this, I know this is a weird time to plug into how to. I call this field medicine. If someone can do a medicine check on someone who's currently incapacitated, they have a certain number of hit points underneath 0. That if they can do a field medicine check on them to get their back to 1, they're back, regardless of how incapacitation or death throws are going to work. So,
Which we love. That is the thing I love
so-
about your campaigns. But what's the thing where you take a certain amount of damage and it doesn't matter, like if it
you're
drops
fine.
you so
You're
far
totally
past your
fine.
0? Okay, I had only heard
You're
of
totally
that.
fine.
Anyways, I'm currently at -8.
As he's like gonna fall off, can I one hand on the chain and grab the other?
hang on though,
I-
he's been blown back. He's,
Did I take out dude's little feet?
No, you went the other way.
You came towards
Because
us.
it goes Duskthorn, the captain, you guys, the ship.
Oh, he was blown
Yep, the
back.
pirate.
Oh, he landed on the chain.
Yes.
Oh.
So at least he's up on
Yeah.
the chain.
He's on.
But he's-
Both of the captains are standing on the chain now.
They're
Right, I
further
knew they
away
were
from
both
us.
on the chain. The way I thought it went from the ship we were just on,
Yeah.
Luteris, us, then Duskthorn, then those homies.
Nope.
So
You're behind Luteris.
we're behind him. Okay. Well, wolves. Hopefully I get blown so far back that I land on the ship.
You get blown
kidding.
backwards as you get blown airborne as your vision goes dark, and your body lands against the desk inside the Imperial ship.
Hey.
Wow. See, I knew I'd go back that far.
You
I
do
did
not get blown back because you hung on, but you
Yes.
took that thunder damage hard.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a dex save.
Oh my word.
Thunder damn.
These dice are getting put through their paces. Jeez Louise.
14 again.
14.
I swear I rolled 120 and 10s.
Your hand slips, but your other hand grips harder, and you're able to save it as one hand's dangling off, and you just got your bell hit hard.
You're so tough.
Like
Luteris
slow the breathing. I'm fine.
also missed his save.
Nice.
He skids backwards. He just across the chains as they're skipping across from one to another, and he whips his rapier back out, and he's looking up, and Duskthorn's hair is just, it's just slick, and his eyes are incredibly sharp. They're glowing blue. And so the last thing that you see is this visage of a heavily fanged predator up against a very intricate, instinctual predator. You have the overt one and the inert one. Like this is a weird clash of methodology. One who hunts by night and one who hunts, period. As you go dark, Moira's hanging on. The captain dashes forward with his hands out, and he throws
Captain Duskthorn.
Captain Duskthorn
Okay.
dashes forward to keep up his pressure on Captain Luteris. He rushes forward with his revolver out. He takes 2 cracks, and the rapier deflects them, comes out with the cutlass and clashes him, and immediately turns into a batch of smoke. That same black smoke that you saw previously. He whips behind him, and you hear from the smoke echo out, "Biggs now!" And Biggs pulls a latch on the lever and hangs onto the ballista.
Yeah.
He comes
Yeah, the
Yanked.
tape measure.
yanked from it, and suddenly the gears hit. You two get thrown forward onto the pirate ship. You're getting cranked along the bottom of it.
Our boy!
And here comes Biggs in a giant mass of body, like a wrecking ball, coming through the entire space, headed for the desk. It hits the desk and collides, and the shrapnel goes everywhere, and none of you can see what happened to Kaz.
He better have
Kaz's body, it's just shrapnel, and Luteris
He better have grabbed
gainers
you,
off
dude.
the he flips off the back and lands on the edge of one of his a flag that's hanging off the back of the Skyreach Dominion as it's waving, and it's tattered. And he's standing on the edge holding his rapier as this thing's flying across. As Biggs is just getting yanked across this gap, and the Captain Duskthorn is nowhere to be seen. He just turned into his black smoke, and no one saw him. The fog gets even thicker as you hit the deck of the pirate ship. Immediately, you feel a smack up against the back of your head. You feel a smack up against the back of your head.
I die.
It's non-lethal.
Yeah.
You go dark, unless you'd like to try to save against it to see if you can stay up. Okay.
What's the point? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Kaz is dead. Who are you?
Moira, you get wrenched across, and standing up at the front, standing up at the bow of the ship, because now it's peeling out. They're getting away from the Imperial ship, as you can see flames flickering in the fog, and you get the last images of what's going on to that ship. And the last thing you remember, one of the few things you remember before the fog overtakes it, is the piercing golden eyes that feel like they are so large. They are identifying everything in this image, and they will commit it to death should they get the opportunity. Finally, you get wrenched all the way up, and there's a hand reaching out for you that's got it has a large black glove with golden claws at the end, and it's reaching out, and you can't quite make out what it is.
I'm just gonna take it.
It grips your hand, and it feels kind of soft. And it's not necessarily in texture, but in its confidence.
Okay.
It's not necessarily something that's
That's nice.
Wow.
going to hurt you. It pulls you up all the way, and
Did I have my axe?
You did.
Okay, good. I was like, oh, it's
You
gone.
have
It was slung
You
on
watch
your
as it
back.
just sinks in the ocean.
pulls you all the way up. And standing face to face, there's a 6'6" ornate iron mask, sharp blue eyes, Captain Duskthorn, and he's holding the body of Kaz in his hand.
Let's go.
When did he do that?
When he was a pillar of smoke.
When he was awesome.
When he was awesome.
When he was a cool guy.
However, you can see the life draining from his face. You have seen someone almost go to death before.
Okay, I'm gonna just lean forward and try and touch him with every clerical weirdness I've got. I've got bless, I've got resist, I've got.
Wait, you have cleric stuff?
Well, I came from acolyte background.
Wow.
Well, I don't really have cleric healing. I have
Okay,
I
I
have
was like-
guidance, light, and resistance, and I'm just like
Oh.
whatever I can do.
So he's lighting up a little bit. You
Yeah, I
see
love
his
how the
skin
two
glow a little.
actual people that can heal just got knocked out as soon as.
Taking a little nap over here.
From his voice bellows. His voice bellows, and he goes, your friend is gone. But there's a choice to be made.
Oh gosh. Oh.
And he presses two latches against
Oh,
his mask,
my.
and he pulls them off. And his face is not split the way it was previously. It's incredibly sharp jawed. He's got a firm look on his face, and he has a very tender look in his eyes. And he goes, I can help him if you let me.
I hardly know this guy, but I don't think he wanted to die.
I have to ask permission from someone. Would you allow it to happen?
Yes, what? I don't know what this is, but yes,
He
save him.
smiles, and his fangs draw out.
Oh no!
He opens his mouth and sinks them into Kaz's neck,
You're gonna be a vampire.
and then whips his head back, and you see him shudder. And he immediately throws his mask back on.
Jeez.
I have to be careful.
I don't think we could be friends anymore.
And now, if you don't mind, he puts his hand up to he puts his hand up and goes, sleep. Go ahead and roll a con save.
Oh,
Holy moly. You guys, this is only session 2.
17?
17? Actually, I gotta double check.
No.
Let me double check. Hang on.
Oh, careful.
Just like a kid that doesn't want to go to sleep, while they're eating their cereal or something, and just. He's like,
It
damn,
is a wisdom
hurry.
save.
You're gonna have to do this twice. What?
Wisdom save.
Oh,
Don't need to be a kid.
If
to
I keep the
fall
original-
asleep eating your cereal.
Huh?
Keep the roll at the mods.
13. I don't
13.
have anything in wisdom. It's 0.
You missed it.
Oh.
Good
So
night.
out you go. You go unconscious. However, you feel his grip grab you.
Goodness.
Nice.
She gets
How much? Let's see.
hope
Where'd
you
got?
do
Or
it.
like okay.
to us.
I'm gonna feel real guilty about
Hold,
this.
Holding.
For
The
why?
combination. That's
Kind of confusing.
yeah, that's a dangerous game.
The light sea breeze licks Xeris's face as he comes to. Trinda had woken up a little earlier. However, Trinda also came to consciousness a lot faster. So, Trinda, you're watching Xeris come to his senses. Moira is in a heavy sleep in a bunk. You are in 2 bunk beds. Trinda, you're on the top. You're able to peek over to see what was going on. Moira is asleep on the bottom of the other bunk, and Xeris, the first thing you see is Trinda peeking over the bed.
How do you do? How do you do?
In between them is a huge mound of dirt.
Huh? Sorry, I wasn't listening.
You're sleeping in a huge mound of dirt.
In between both beds is a giant mound of specifically grave dirt,
Oh. Is
and
there-
with a small cross right at the top.
What an image.
is there a vampire boy?
Do we know that?
Roll a history check.
I was gonna say I don't think anyone knows that.
Well, hold your horses. 19.
I don't know nothing.
You've learned a lot from your days.
I was gonna say my time in hell has probably taught me a thing or two.
Well, there's a grave.
Yeah, roll over. Vampire.
Vampire. So you roll over and you identify it as grave dirt. It's a grave. There's a headstone, and it is large enough to have buried a body. And you start piecing together the
Right.
context of
Trinda. Myra. Is he?
I rolled a 7. I don't think I know nothing.
not a clue.
Like,
You know it's dirt with a cross. Moira, that's when you start coming to your senses.
did we get hit points back?
Yeah. You have succeeded in a long rest.
Thank goodness.
What about me?
You'll
I'm gonna wait.
You will never rest again.
No, truly.
Did I get a long rest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I took a little nappy?
One thing to note that even though there's a big blackout curtain essentially over your porthole, and so the breeze can come in, but the sun cannot. And so there's only cracks of the sun are coming through, kind of bleeding through the edge. But there's candles and a few torches lit inside the bunk.
Thanks.
That is an important detail.
Yes, it
So
is.
there is no sunlight.
No.
Okay.
Like, you can see the bleeding of
Context clues.
sunlight. Yeah.
What we got pulled onto the ship, and last we knew you were dangling off the edge of the chain. I tried. I really need to work on that.
Did you see what happened to Kaz?
Or is Kaz? I might have just done the worst thing I could have done to him. I'm such an idiot.
Oh, what?
The last thing I remember is this tall man with blue eyes. He said he asked me if I should save him, and I said yes, and he bait him.
Right. So, it sounds like we are not only on a pirate ship, we're on a vampire ship. So, awesome.
Can I check to see if I still have the box?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's a good thought.
You do.
Cool.
So the fact that we're not dead or undead, all of us, is a good one.
Do you think that
Yeah.
should we
Yeah. No, I think
leave
let's
it
just let
alone?
it do its thing until we know
You
something.
give me a passive perception. What's everyone's passives besides yours?
Actually, this has been doing good for me.
10,
Yes. Oh wait, passive.
Passive.
14. Sorry.
14,
Oh, that was fun. 12.
12.
12.
Saris,
14.
you're the only one who hears this.
Good. Just kidding.
You hear the thumping of a heartbeat, and then it starts getting irregular.
Ooh.
It starts getting irregular until it's almost completely out of sync
And is it coming from?
from the dirt.
Yeah.
It's a soft thudding.
Oh gosh.
Do we think that's Kaz?
I am fairly certain that it is.
Should we try to heal him?
I don't think that's necessary. It might be best for us to go try and find this tall man that did this, because I don't want to. It sounds like stuff's a little weird under the dirt right now. Yeah, let's go try and figure this out. Unless there's anything we haven't had much time to talk.
No, I agree. Let's go.
Yeah, we can speak once Kaz is.
I don't know. Maybe you go and I'll stay.
From outside the curtain, you can see the sun getting dimmer. You can see the light getting dimmer. As if the sun's now descending. You've been asleep for who knows how long.
Yeah, sure. I can go. Trinda, do you want to stay? Do you want to come? Do you want to?
I'm scared of the dirt
You go.
boy, so I'll go with you.
Okay, fair warning.
Dirt boy.
The dirt boy, the one who bit the dirt boy is who we're going to speak with. So, just if fear is at play, I don't want you to. I don't know what we're walking into. So, I'd love to have you join, but just want. Fair warning. All right. I'm going to stand up and walk towards the door.
Okay.
See.
As you continue to as you walk towards the door, you finally catch a glimpse of like the parted curtain, the split in the curtains, as the final moments of dusk settle.
Bless you.
It was a good joke.
Thank you.
Wait,
It's the best joke I've told this whole
There was
time.
no joke. There was no joke.
No.
on myself. It's
That's why I said excuse you.
Did you-
I
struggle
was so
being
worried.
human. Thank you.
It's all right. We all do sometimes.
Thank
That's why you're halfling.
Kaz struggles with being human now. 'Cause he's
As the final final rays of the sun set, Kaz, you open your eyes to nothing but dirt and darkness.
Ugh. Okay,
The heartbeat sound goes away.
Yeah, I turn and look at the pile of dirt. If you're scared of the dirt, maybe close your eyes right now. Yeah.
I've definitely got the axe in hand, ready to be like, I've created the spawn of the devil, and I must kill it now.
All right, hold on. Kaz, you're all right. You just
I'm so thirsty right now. It's crazy.
Covered in dirt, shambled, messy hair, just
Yeah.
dust out of the mouth. You feel it hurt, crank in your lungs a little bit.
Ugh, I'm so thirsty right now. It's crazy. I got like dirt in my lungs. I don't even know. What happened? Did we get him? I tried to kick Luteris in the leg.
And
It didn't work.
You immediately notice the 2 holes in his neck. And you can see his slightly sunken eyes, defined cheekbones, and softly pale skin, but a more a more sharp version of Kaz's face than was once there. As your temple acolyte background has helped you kind of find the moral alignment to people pretty quickly. His hasn't changed.
Oh, okay. So
But
I'm
you don't
probably
know what else there is to deal with.
Still
I'm
a punk.
gonna lower it, but I'm still
Uh-huh.
holding on to it.
With soft fangs that have grown into his canines. Sitting in a pile of dirt.
This dirt is really gross, actually. It was in my mouth. Nobody else swallow this dirt, please.
Can we use a healing spell to get the dirt out of his mouth?
Go for it.
Ow. I got a cure wounds or a healing word. Cure wounds with touch. 2d8 plus 4.
2d8 plus 4.
How do I do that?
So you roll this guy twice, and then add 4. Nice. Are we doing exploding on healing as well?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Sweet.
I've actually never done that before.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, close.
5,
That makes the
7.
D4 roll really powerful.
Yeah.
It's really powerful. A 25% chance to max. I
So
don't know.
12 plus 4.
12 plus 4? 16?
Nice.
Yeah. You. What type of spell is that? Do you have that listed?
That was a real call.
What's the school of the spell?
Click on Abjuration.
Abjuration? Okay.
Yeah. And then scroll up and click that. And then you want to check one of those. So you have 2 spell slots per day. Or per long rest.
Well, friend, I hope you feel better. And be very nice to me.
I mean, thank you. I definitely don't feel dirt anymore, but I'm still so thirsty. I thought it was just because there was dirt in my throat. Why is anybody else super hungry? Like, is that? I mean, how long's it been? How long have we all been out? What's happening?
All right. Take a breath.
Well, we've got a water flask.
Let's hold off. Let's hold off. Okay.
Wait.
The second you threw a running water down your throat,
Yeah. Did you?
and you turned it and chugged it, or you
Okay.
shot some back. The second you turned water,
Just a little bit.
yep, running water down your throat, it burns.
Yeah.
Roll 1d4
all right.
damage.
Okay.
I love it. I genuinely love it. Hold on, wait. So do I wait? Last I was on some death fail save.
No, you woke
screen.
up.
Okay, so
Totally
we're
fine.
right, but so I'm at 12, and now I'm about to take.
Yeah, you're about to take.
Okay, there we go. 1.
Great.
Right.
Just a little sip.
Woohoo.
Yeah.
What is wrong with that water? Oh my gosh.
I was literally just about to be like, "Is there a mirror around that we can?" But that probably won't do anything. Kaz, there's
Well, she has a mirror.
no.
She does.
You do have a mirror. There's no.
I get out my mirror.
Wait, do you?
I do. I get it out. And I hold it up to his face.
Huh? And you can see the curtains behind you, and the cross behind you,
Okay, I was
and
gonna.
the drawers behind
That,
you.
we didn't. Okay. You're a vampire now.
What?
Have you heard of them
what?
before?
Wait, but nuh-uh. Really?
Look.
Roll a history.
No,
check.
I don't see anything. That's the
Exactly.
point. Okay, hold on.
You don't drink water
In
anymore.
this moment of panic,
10.
don't even worry about it. Yeah, you've heard of them.
Yeah.
It appears that
Do we even know a vampire? I don't know a vampire. How'd this happen? Is Luterus a vampire? Do vampires have gold eyes?
Okay.
Is that what happened?
let's here. I'm gonna let Myra be the one to tell you.
Okay, cool. Just tell me.
All right, calm down.
So, I think you died. Truly. And
Whoa.
you remember the tall, blue-eyed one? Smoke.
Yeah, that guy.
Well, I got on this boat and he was holding you and he told me that you had passed. And he said that he could help you. And I of course said yes. And then I'm so sorry.
I gave you a little nibble.
He said that he had to ask somebody and he asked me and I said yes. And then he and then he bit you, and I woke up and you were in a pile of dirt.
Yeah, I woke up in a pile of dirt, so it sounds like, okay, the stories are the same. Let's, well, okay, I mean, no, listen, thank you. I'm really glad to be, not dead. Like, I'm glad I was
Well,
able
you
to
might
wake
think
up.
that now.
Huh?
What if you hate me later?
I hope not. I don't know. I don't know. It's all new. I don't know anything. Do I get to be blue smoke? Is that what
I
happens?
don't know.
A large rapping on the door happens.
All right.
And you just hear a...
Polite.
I turn
Is
around.
that
and
guy?
Open the door.
And who doesn't fit in the door frame. It's Biggs.
Biggs.
It's
It
Biggs.
is that guy.
You, the captain wants to speak with us. Guess, was that correct?
And he moves aside and pulls out a breakfast cart.
Oh, right.
It's got like water, some grog. It's got a bowl of fruit. Got a small piece of mutton.
Does it have anything for our vampiric boy?
No.
Okay.
No.
There is
think so.
there is a note though in the middle. And then Wedge is pushing from the other side, and so they push it all the way across, and he's standing in front of the doorway. The captain would like to talk to you all once you've finished eating.
I knew that's what he said.
The note is for you.
Thanks.
They wheel the cart inside. Eat something before Biggs gets upset. He doesn't like it when people don't enjoy his gifts.
I eat.
Good luck with your morning.
Yeah, good luck to you too, I guess.
What is it? What does it say?
I don't know. Let's open it.
As you open it, it's a beautifully written and a beautiful handwriting.
You don't see that anymore.
Pristine.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in
Someone
cursive.
really took the time.
Yeah.
Now we have to ask the question: can you read cursive?
Oh, he can.
My boy can't.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
Moira
Wait.
definitely can't read cursive.
The rest of
It's
y'all
like someone
don't.
had a stroke and just wrote that crap on this piece
There's a
of
bunch of
paper.
squiggly lines.
Oh no, what happened to this person? Is this one of those notes you write on your deathbed? Where you start seeing tongues and hearing shapes?
Yes,
Yes.
that's the one.
However, in this beautiful handcrafted note with this pristine lettering, it says, "To the boy whose life has forever changed, I am sorry.
Yeah.
This choice is never one that's made easily, nor is it one I can make by myself. The life you have lived is over, but the life you will choose to live in the future is entirely up to you. As long as you are reading this, you have awoken. Your friend gave me the consent I needed to give you this next chance at life. But for the time being, you are my fledgling. My will is yours. Should you choose the path to freedom, we should talk. For the time being, wait for the sun to fall and regain your composure." Signed, Captain James Duskthorn.
Old Jimmy.
Always
Yeah.
a James. With
Oh,
these
it's a pirate
pirates.
adventure. Are you kidding? Of course.
I know. I was like, are we surprised? No.
I almost spelled it Duckthorn.
Duckthorn.
That's the best insult we've got.
Old Jimmy Duckthorn.
Dang it, Jim. What the?
Damn it, Jim, I'm a vampire, not a doctor.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know about this part where he says that his will is mine. Like, what happened to my will? I don't know about this.
I don't.
Did you read it out loud, or are you just
Yeah,
saying?
it's just-
Oh, I thought I did read it out loud.
I don't know.
You guys asked what it said, and I thought I read it
Okay,
to my
cool.
homies.
I don't know that you have much of a choice.
Okay, who says?
But he seems like a good guy because he saved you.
I
And he
mean,
saved
yeah.
us from the other guy.
You
Look, as long as his will is cool, then I'm cool, I guess.
And there's
The
good
irony
food
that
here.
he's trying to leave his dad, and then it gets
A
it's
new
fine.
dad.
Huh? What are you saying?
Well, then
They're under a
Ugh.
new thumb. I'm happy here because there's lots of snacks, and it looks like we're gonna be able to sleep in these bunk beds. So,
You're going to sleep right now?
well, it's dark.
Is it though?
It's
I don't think the
nighttime.
sun's down yet.
It's
Oh,
down.
okay. Well, then the note said to wait till sunset. So sunset's
It's
now.
sleepy time.
Look, I'm gonna talk to you guys later, I guess. Thanks for saving my life. Thanks for also
All right.
saving. We all worked together pretty good. That was good.
You're
I
so
think. I don't know.
welcome.
Listen, before you go off to talk, I think maybe we need to touch base quickly before you tear off to your new master or whatever.
I don't like that word, but go on.
Well, you said you know about vampires. I think
I
just get familiar with it.
when did I say I know about it?
Anyways, I really quickly just we're in this together now. We don't know fully what the intentions of these individuals are. The first step was getting off of that other ship, and now we're here. Just whatever happens, we need to know that we have each other's backs. Yes.
Wait, pause. Isn't Big still here? He's waiting for them to eat snacks, or have I got that out of order?
They closed
Okay, we
the
are
door. They
alone.
closed the
Good.
door.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. keep going.
You're like,
I was like, he's right there. Okay.
I mean, but like, how much Big's getting? Right?
yeah.
It's possible. I'm sorry, man.
I just. When we last talked, we were under a bit more duress, being in cells, being swabbies. And now we're here together. I want to make sure that we are all one.
Can you trust a guy whose will is not his own will?
What? Who says? We don't know that yet.
Who
Gotta go talk to
says?
this guy.
We do know that. Yes, I can.
Oh. Okay.
It just means that as long as we are with him, then hopefully it will be
I feel a little bit responsible for him, if I'm being honest.
okay.
I don't like how we're talking about me like I'm not here.
No, you are here. You are here. But you're here as a result of someone else's pulling you from the clutches of death itself and placing you in his shadow, where you will remain for some time.
Maybe forever.
Who are you? What do you know about vampires? Are we
Like-
done? I gotta go talk to this guy.
Okay, listen, I was hoping there would be a bit of a second chance here. I felt I was a bit harsh back in the cells, but it
I'm sorry
appears...
if I'm not in the best mood right now. Let's talk about this in a second. No?
You want me to sing you a song?
All right, yeah,
I'm a
fine,
little vampire.
fine. That's...
What do you mean second chance?
Kaz, do what you would like to do.
I'll be back.
We'll
Just give
see
me a
you
second.
when you get back.
Stomping out the door
Yeah.
in the discontent and the discord of a team in a new dire strait that is less cohesive than they once were. We will close this session of the DawnSetter Guild. So close up those sails, put your caffeine to rest, and we'll see you next time for another DawnSetter Guild adventure.